Welcome back to Nova's Insights. I'm Nova, and my heart is just filled with so much gratitude right now. I'm typically happy and grateful, but I think that really seeing how the Instagram page has grown over the past week and just the subscribers that have come to show me love on this page, I am eternally grateful. Give thanks sincerely. So we are back again for a pick a card reading. Today our focus is this month ahead, November. So we'll be looking at how we can best prepare for November and what we can expect in November. The good. It's all good. It's just based on perspective. So we're on this journey, and this reading will be based on current energy, right? So if ever you hear something that you don't like or see something that you don't like, remember, you hold the pen to the script of your life. You can change the trajectory of your future in this energy at any point, okay? So this reading is for the collective. It's for the massive, the thousands, millions of people who might end up watching this video. So it's going to be a very general message. You are more than welcome to book a personal reading with me via my website or Instagram, so you can get a more personal, specific, detailed message meant especially for you, reading of any type. Just reach out and let me know that's what you desire. All right, so I like to begin with, we are here, we are now, we are present, and we are open to this gift. All right, so given the season we're in, with Halloween and whatnot, I like to observe Dia de los Muertos, and this is a festival that happens over a couple days, which concludes on November 2nd, in which we take time to recognize and call back the spirit of our ancestors. Now, some people, welcome and commune with their ancestors every single day, and then some, engage in tradition and holidays at certain points of the year just to be mindful. And it's a beautiful process regardless. And so if you're not familiar with this time of the year, please go ahead and do some research, learn some beautiful things about this tradition, and in particular in the Mexican culture. Okay? So if you're unfamiliar with pick a card readings, this is how the process goes. You will allow your intuition to guide you to the pile that has a message for you. Okay, so we will begin with you trying to still yourself and clear your mind. Take a few deep breaths. You can close your eyes if you wish. And we're going to do this before we pick the pile. All right, so now you are going to pick the pile that calls the strongest to you, okay? Sometimes two or more piles call to you, and that's okay. You are more than welcome to watch the readings for any of these piles. I will have the timestamps in the description below, and if you'd like, you can watch the whole video, whatever you desire, okay? So we have pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am also doing a 9-card reading special right now via Instagram to honor the ancestors and just the space that we're in. So feel free to reach out to me if you would like that kind of personal reading, as opposed to the 30-minute or hour reading that we could do via Zoom. So I am excited. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so we have here pile 1. I have this special deck here, the Santa Muerte deck, in honor of where we are in this time of the year. I haven't used them yet, like in personal readings or any kind of readings, so I'm excited because it's the first time. So let's go. We're looking at how we can best prepare for this upcoming month of November. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Wands. So immediately I'm getting the sense that you're coming out of the space where you might have been stalling a bit, Okay, you might have been trying to be cautious. Maybe you were waiting for some type of information, some kind of sign. Maybe you were waiting for a partner to get back to you regarding something, but you're just going to go ahead and take the risk. You know that you have to make that first step, make that first move in order to be able to bring into fruition what it is that you want to bring into fruition. And you're ready to go after your dreams. You're ready to get the ball rolling on whatever project it is you're working on. Maybe it's a project at work. For some reason, I'm getting like music, the studio. I don't know why that came to me. But yes, you're ready. You're ready. So I'd say go ahead and continue to plant those seeds as you're preparing for November, because you're ready to go. Okay, so get the things in order that you need to get in order to be able to move into November with a sound mind, sound heart, having peace, coming out of this space of being still, knowing that now is your time to go ahead and get moving. You know, I think you've done your part in waiting. You've been patient. Maybe somebody is not holding up their end of the contract, you know, but go ahead, move forward. I see success. Like, that's not even the part of what's coming ahead, but as far as preparing, because I don't think you will be preparing in vain, okay? Really just keep your heart in it and whatever it is that you do, because I see you got that fire under you. You know, you have that vision for success and fruit and abundance. So go ahead and take that first step. Just charge right in, okay? Okay, got the Virgin in reverse and Midas or Miser in reverse. All right. So I'm getting the sense that you are coming into or need to further step into maybe the authority and power you have, the sense of maturity that comes with wisdom, right? Girdle yourself in it. You know, you be confident in it. You have experienced things in life for a reason, right? And based off of the things you've experienced, you can draw on them and move forward confidently, knowing that, okay, I've gleaned wisdom from this. I am now a better and a stronger person. You know, I am not a babe in this world still suckling at my mother's teat. You know, you have experience that will not only guide you but guide others. But I get it. I get the sense that it's just going to be a natural sort of thing. Like, you are going to lead in ways that you may not intentionally mean to, but people are just going to watch and they're going to be like, okay, that's the way it goes. That's how I should do it. You know, you're going to be a role model whether you realize it or not. So kind of continue to prepare yourself as a leader. You know, just doing that personal work on yourself, standing again in the wisdom that you have, being confident in that, you know, balancing that throat chakra, opening that up, realize that you can speak, you can do, you can move, you can act, and know that you're guided, okay? So the Midas, the Miser, and preparing for November, I'm getting the sense that just don't hold on too tight, you know, and whatever it is that you are pursuing, please, again, make sure you keep your heart in it. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to gain material things and resources, but it seems like what the key is realizing that the energy that you have, that you're putting forth, is a very unique, special energy. And I get a sense that it will be a grounded energy. That's what's coming to me. I'm seeing red and I'm thinking about the root chakra, okay? And I think too here with you having been in this space where you've been waiting, I'm getting the sense that you've been waiting for a reason. Trust the intuition, trust the wisdom that is inside of you, or that's been, you know, speaking to you, whether through your ancestors or a higher being, God, the Creator, the Almighty, whatever you may refer to it as, or maybe it's Dorisha that have been, speaking, and you've been sensing. And so, again, I get the sense of too, like, don't worry about somebody taking something from you, okay? Because whatever is meant for you will be for you regardless. Yeah. I get the sense of maybe you've put your time and energy in creating whatever it is that you've created moving forward. And it's been really personal, and I'm getting the sense that you've held it pretty near and dear and close to you. Maybe you haven't told a lot of people about it, okay? And maybe that's kind of what was going on here too. You kind of took a risk, you gambled in sharing it with somebody, and maybe they're not necessarily in the same space, but they don't have the same fire about it as you do. And I've shared before, like, your vision is your vision. Not everybody has the same vision, so not everybody is going to be fired up the way you are, okay? They might be fired up, but it's never going to be the same way, the exact same way that you are, because you have your own particular way of going throughout the world and propelling whatever this vision is, okay? So this is our preparation for November. All right, so let's see what we can expect in November. If the cards would like to unstick. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back. Beyond the mind, the heart beats, and visions of life beyond death. All right. So don't let your past hold you back. So with this upcoming month, just making sure that you leave what's in the past, because there's so much potential with every new moment, with every new second. There's so much that can come out of a moment. Imagine if you're using your mind to think about something that has happened in the past. You're kind of missing the moment of inspiration that could be sparked in the present when you're so busy thinking about what has happened in the past, or you're weighing yourself down with those thoughts, whether that comes and manifests itself as fear or depression or worry. You have so much potential in the future, but more so rooted in the present moment. If you can try to clear your mind, be in meditation, just be here, be in the now, whether you're out watching a show or you're eating your food, like, take time to practice being in the here and now. Like, if you're eating, try not to be on the phone, try not to have a conversation, like, just be there, take the food in, take the colors in, take the smells in, take all the tastes in, practice being present, okay? There's so much in the present moment for you, and don't let the past hold you back, okay? Beyond the mind, the heart beats. That kind of brings me back here. Don't put too much thought or stock into how can I hold on to this? How can I make sure nobody else gets this? Don't get in your own way. Plant the seed and then leave it. Let it go. Let the ancestors work on your behalf. Let other people work on your behalf. Let other people meet you in that energy, and trust that the seed you planted will blossom. It will bloom, and fruit will come. Sometimes our mind gets in the way, and we have to let our heart lead us and let our intuition lead us. I do believe that passions are placed in us for a reason, okay? And I believe it comes from the universe, and I don't think that passion is placed in us for it to fail or just kind of be in vain. Like, I don't know if you've ever experienced being passionate about something, but it's like that thing that, you can't stop thinking about, that thing that keeps you up at night, the thing that brings you so much joy, so much love, so much of what the universe is. And so, like, it wouldn't be for naught. At least that's what I believe, okay? So visions of life beyond death. I see this in the sense that, we go through cycles, okay? And death is not necessarily a bad thing. That's kind of what we're observing right now. in this season. You know, whether you cozy up to death in a Halloween kind of way, or you cozy up to death in the Dia de los Muertos kind of way, you know, there is inspiration that can come from this time of the year. There's inspiration that can come from those who've already transitioned, those who are our ancestors, those who are our friends who have transitioned, you know. Rest in peace, boo. So know that they're here. They still walk with us, you know. Know that, like I say, we stand on the shoulders of giants, and these giants are our ancestors, and they help give us the motivation to continue to move forward. Sometimes we pick up the pieces where they left, where they may have transitioned out of this physical realm. You know, we have a great work to do. And sometimes they bless us with vision, you know, beyond this realm. Sometimes they come in our dreams, you know, so hold on to that. Ground yourself in that. Use it as inspiration in this upcoming month. Okay. I consume only my fair share. That makes me think about this miser energy. Okay. All right. I consume only my fair share. I love this. This is from my, it's like the Ma'at deck. And so, and consuming only your fair share, again, like this card reminds me of this. What is for you is for you. Nobody can't take it, you know. Nobody can steal it from you. If it's meant to come, it's meant to come. If it's meant to go, it's meant to go. It's like energy. Energy flows, okay? It's just what happens, okay? And don't try to hoard it all. Don't try to hold on to it all, as I believe a closed hand can't receive. So when you get that sense that it's time to let something go, whether it's a physical thing or a mental thing or emotion, you know, enjoy these things, observe these things, let them move you, you know, but release them when it's time. Okay, your spirit will let you know when it's time. All right, don't be greedy. Okay, the universe provides for us. I think sometimes that greed is kind of like coming from a sense of lack, right? It's almost like you're saying to the universe, I don't have enough of what you've given me. You know, it's wild to me to think. So both ways. Don't try to take in too much, and don't try to hold on to too much. Okay? All right. Everybody has their own purpose. Everybody has their own timing, their own reason for being here, their own season, their own work to do. All right. Self-worth. Yeah. This upcoming month, I see that you might be getting lessons in this, and or just working on a greater sense of self-worth. Okay. Focus on balancing your emotions. Okay. Don't get too tied up in your emotions or giving too much of an emotional response to things. I always say feelings are messengers. It's okay to feel. It's okay to feel. But what do you do once you get that message? Okay. You can emote. That's fine. Emotions are fine. But don't let them overrun you. Okay. Feel what you feel, emote, and then pick yourself up. And then, you know, go forward in the way you need to go forward. We are whole beings, right? So we're going to emote, which is completely fine. Yet again, I think with this sense of self-worth and knowing that your purpose here, you then again are in the space where you feel confident moving forward. Okay, you feel confident in what you have, knowing that what you have is for you. You feel confident in knowing that you don't have to hold on to the past. You don't have to live in the past, because there's so much more for you in the future. Why? Because you deserve it. Why? Because you're unique. Why? Because you're here. You're still here. You have a purpose. You have something to be doing that only you can do. So I say be confident in that, okay? And then we have miracle. For some reason, I get the sense that you are going to be producing this miracle. In the month of November, you are going to be a miracle in someone's life. Okay? This is my chakra deck, right? So it's the solar plexus chakra is what this card represents. And that's your will. It's your power to do. All right, to create and to go forward and to call things forward, call things forth. So I'm getting the sense that you will be the miracle, or from the miracle that shows up in your life, you will be in a position to do more for others, you know, and do for yourself, right? You got to take care of yourself, that self-worth as well, right? And making sure that you don't lose yourself along the way, right? Be humble, but be proud. In a sense, have that balance and just believe in the mysteries and the miracles of life, you know, the magic of life. These everyday occurrences that are happening around the world that you may not know of, they might not happen for you every day in the sense that you believe, but they're happening, right? So sometimes these miracles are not these big things that people imagine, like, you know, $1,000 falling from the sky or just landing on the side of the street, right? Sometimes they're smaller things, right? Think about the things that you're grateful for, the things that have happened in your life that you have considered miracles that may not have been the largest, right? But they're still blessings none the same, and things that you haven't expected, you know. Keep your eyes peeled open. Keep your ears open. You know, sometimes miracles come in the form of hearing, not always receiving or seeing, you know. Something just came to me, healing. Maybe expect some healing this upcoming month. All right. Now, very last card here, blue tiger's eye. It is easy for me to see beyond the obvious. I am focused on my own sacred path. Hello. Yes. Okay. Calm mental chatter and clear confusion. Take steps to gain a new perspective on life. Increase emotional balance. Just was talking about this emotional balance. All right. So maybe get some blue tiger's eye for this upcoming month. You know, put it on your desk. Carry it in your bag, sleep with it under your pillow, meditate with it, and know that beautiful things are coming for you in November, and you can always shape your future, okay? So if any of this resonated with you, please please share this video with other people, comment down below and let me know, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, all right? Pile 2. I'm excited. So I was sharing in the previous reading that these cards, I've never used them before, not in a personal reading, not in a pick a card reading, and I think they're very timely given this season in observance of Dia de los Muertos. Really fly deck. Okay, so we're looking at how can we best prepare for this upcoming month. All right, so we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yes, okay. The 8 of Pentacles. All right. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. So very interesting. We have all of the high pentacles here. So I get the sense here really that just prepare for success. Prepare, like, whatever that takes. If you you're putting in the work, you know, I see it here. Or if you haven't put in the work, you're going to be putting in the work in November, and it's going to bring you success. I'm excited for you. That's amazing, right? Like, you win, we all winning, you know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful. Yes, so typically your pentacles, you know, those are the material things, and that could be any type of kind of, you know, resource. That could be like your money, you know. It could be other people's money. You know, but no. So the pentacles again represent like schooling, you know, the education, your career. It could be your daily routine in life, but what came to me was money. So I think you're gonna have a lot of success in your career. That's really what I'm getting a sense of. Yeah, gonna be really prosperous and productive this upcoming month. I'm seeing that as you continue to prepare for this, that might come with a shift in your thoughts, you know, or that might come with maybe opening a separate bank account. So it just came to me, you know, maybe you want to open some kind of fund, you know, for someone, or start a scholarship. Whatever the inspiration that comes to you as you prepare for November, trust it, okay? Move in it, prepare for it. Whatever vision comes to you, prepare for it, okay? Yeah. Okay, thief, mediator. All right, so as you're preparing for this upcoming month, I think you should be mindful of the people that you might have around you, okay? I never say be fearful, but just be cautious, okay? Maybe there's something that you've been working on at work, you know? I truly believe whatever is for you is for you. I think that we should be wise in our dealings as well, though. But also on an emotional level, don't let anybody steal your joy, okay? Happiness is an inside job. So I'm getting the sense of not that anybody is going to physically take anything from you, even with, you know, mentioning your job and something you might be working on. Not that they might like steal your idea, but if somebody like shoots you down at the job, you know, or doesn't believe in whatever it is that you're doing, or doesn't support you in it, that is okay. That is okay, because you already know here from these cards that you're preparing for success, and that is coming through, and it's coming through like boom, 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 boom. Like you've taken all the proper steps, you know. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you set things in place. You've gone about things the correct way. Like the hard work is paying off. And so I think of like Walt Disney or a Michael Jordan, where they put in the time, they put in the effort, they practiced, they sketched, you know, and nobody was trying to give them the time of day. And then boom, everything comes to fruition for them and they just take off, okay? So that's what I'm saying that you're going to be preparing for, all right? So we have a mediator. It says here, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. Okay, so yes, when someone comes along and they might tell you like, hey, I don't think this is gonna work, I don't think that, and you've been here at the drawing board and you know that this is the winner, don't even worry about it. You know, you don't have to tell your story to everyone. You don't have to try to convince anybody of anything. Sometimes, you know, you want to engage in that conversation. You want to help them to see what your dream, what your vision is, or, you know, the strategy you decide to take, maybe how you might want to market this thing. But I'm getting the sense just kind of like, it's not really necessary. You know, don't be in that defensive kind of mode. You know, if somebody is willing to engage you in conversation from a genuinely curious place, then yes, go ahead and engage. Again, just be mindful of your energy and what type of energy that person might be trying to bring to you. But for those who are genuine in their inquiries and genuine in really trying to find out how you do what you do, why you do what you do, why you believe in it, then go ahead and share that with them. I believe and feel that that is safe, okay? All right. So, what we can look forward to. All right. These cards in reverse here. So we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Every journey starts with a single step, and power of attraction. Yes. So with these being in reverse and what you can expect in November, here we have luck is on your side, but it's in reverse. I get a really big sense here, like it's not luck. You've put in the work, okay? It's not luck. You have earned what you're about to walk into. You've earned, you've put in the time, you've had the sleepless nights, the inspiration, the vision has come to you, you've toiled with it, maybe you've wrestled with it, and it's not luck. I work with students, and I tell them, sometimes I'll say good luck, but I'll tell them, and they're preparing for exams, like also like study and study well. Don't only rely on luck. Prepare yourself, okay? So, every journey starts with a single step. Yes, you are transitioning out of that. Like, you have started the journey, and so now it's time to begin to reap what you've sown, and you will see that in the month of November. And even if it's not the biggest payoff, based off of what you're looking to receive, just trust that it will grow. Like, I believe that it will grow incrementally, just like we watch from a seed, we putting it in the ground, and then it germinates, and then it grows. So have some patience, trust the timing of everything is what I'm getting, because you may not even have expected or anticipated to take as much time as you've taken, and maybe this is going to come unexpectedly to you. I'm kind of getting the sense of like perhaps a promotion at work. You've been working and maybe you're not expecting it, but it's something that you're going to be kind of like gifted with, blessed with, so you deserve it. Okay. Power of attraction. Yeah. So you've been working for it, and you've been attracting it. And I get the sense to meditate, focus on just this concept alone, power of attraction. However you attract things in your life, you can always go online and see the different ways to attract things. Some people script, I always talk about script. Write down what it is that you want, right? Essentially what you want, but you write about it as if you already have it, and you give thanks. You show gratitude, you speak and you walk in it. It's an energy. When you are out here in the world, you're walking in it as if you already have it. You're attracting it. You're calling it to you, right? You're in alignment. I think that we are able to attract those things that are meant for our path. Again, where we are in alignment with our passion. This is just my perspective. And so it's just like the universe calls everything to us that we need in order to move in the direction of our purpose, right? And so when you get still and you get clarity and you're able to hear and receive messages, you will know where to put your energy behind, and you will be able to attract these things into your life. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Take some time with this concept in November. Okay. I am forgiving in reverse, gratitude in reverse, passion in reverse. So I'm forgiving. In the month of November, there might be a situation where you might need to forgive somebody, And again, this might have to do with this thief kind of energy. If you're met with energy, again, that's not supportive of what you're doing or what you're creating, whether they realize that you're going to manifest it or not. Or maybe if someone is not promoted, but you are, maybe they might be a little bitter, but be able to forgive them. I think that's for your best interest, because harboring ill will and bad feelings can really bring you down and have a physical effect on your body, which can cause illness. So I always say nobody's ever worth that. Nobody's ever worth the bad vibes where it's going to turn you inside out, and cause illness within you. All right. So make sure you're just taking a quick inventory and seeing if there's any other person or people that you need to forgive in your life, and or maybe yourself. Okay. Have that really intimate, honest reflection and see who needs forgiving. Okay. Gratitude. I'm getting the sense that maybe you're not as grateful for what you have already achieved. Okay. I think a big part of continuing to manifest things in life is being grateful for what we already have. They say when you put that vibration out into the universe that you're grateful for what you have, the universe gives you more. And so I get the sense that maybe just there's a little more gratitude you could be showing. I also get the sense that maybe it's family. Maybe somebody in your family has done something to assist you, and you haven't stopped to take the time to say thank you, or you just haven't been as genuine, or maybe you haven't put as much effort into showing your gratitude as you could. Or maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's a partner, maybe you've been working these late nights, maybe you've been putting all your time and energy into this project or getting this promotion or this dream, and you've kind of been neglecting the person at home or the people who really look towards you to be there for them. Now, I think it's important to strike a balance of caring for others and caring for yourself, and prioritizing yourself and prioritizing others, finding the balance in that. But I'm getting a sense that maybe just take some time, and it seems like home, whatever home looks like for you and whoever those important people are at home, if you've taken them for granted in any kind of way, make sure that in November they know how much they mean to you. They know how much you care about them and you love them. Okay. Also kind of getting what I'm hearing, like something simple, like flowers, even little trinkets, something to show your gratitude. Okay. So passion. In November, make sure you don't let anything come between you and your passion. Okay. I'm getting a sense that you have to make sure to move forward with that. All right. I feel like your passion has brought you this far. Don't abandon it, and it won't abandon you. That is what's coming to me. Okay. Hold tight. Hold tight. You're almost at the finish line in a sense, right? Like I said, this is what you're preparing for. You're preparing for that success, and know that it's coming. So don't let go of it. Okay. And here we have again this crystal cola. So it says, my body and mind are in balance. I am healthy. Okay. And reduce inflammation, release anger and resentment, heal old mental and emotional wounds, improve inner peace, balance mind, body, and emotions. Okay. Yeah. Here with this forgiving, make sure you're forgiving whoever it is that you need to forgive, so you reduce the inflammation in your mind and your spirit and your emotions, release the anger and resentment. Okay. Maybe around that thief energy who just didn't believe in you, and that's okay. Okay. Improve your inner peace. That could come again with exhibiting a little more gratitude. Okay. Balance mind, body, and emotions. Just work on your holistic well-being. Okay. Put intention behind that in the month of November. All right. So if there's anything in this reading that resonated with you, please let me know below. Like the video, share it with anybody else that you think would get some kind of inspiration or be blessed by this video. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. Come follow me on Instagram, Nova's Insights. Blessings. All right, pile 3. What's coming up in November? First, how we'll prepare. I've been sharing in the other piles that I have this brand new deck, and I think it's so timely for Dia de los Muertos. because it's a Santa Muerte deck and it's gorgeous. So let's begin. How are we preparing? So we have the Hierophant in reverse. What is this? I can't tell what number that is. It says, I think it's a 1. So I guess this is the Ace of Pentacles, yes. And the World. Okay. So we have the Hierophant in reverse, the Ace or 1 of Pentacles in reverse, and the World. All right. So I'm getting the sense that you are going to have to learn some more lessons or tap into some knowledge that you have. Seek out some knowledge in order to be able to gain whatever education it is, in order for you to get to the next level, right? To move past whatever you've been experiencing, or to graduate, whatever that may be. But either you, I get the sense that either you will need to seek it out from maybe an elder or an expert. Maybe it's something you've been sitting on and you need to do it, but you just haven't done it. Or maybe you're just in the process of learning. Maybe you've gone back to school, or maybe you're in school and maybe you're looking to get your degree, or you're waiting to get that go ahead to say, okay, like go out there and go in the world. Maybe you're waiting for your parents to release you, or to tell you like it's okay, go ahead and get that apartment, go ahead and get that new car. Just getting the sense that like maybe there's some kind of authority figure you're waiting to get some kind of message from, some type of permission from, or get some information from before you move forward and before you can wrap up this part of your life, this season that you're in. Okay, because this shows typically like the end of a cycle or the end of a journey, ushering in something new in your life, right? Because the major arcana begin with the Fool and it ends with the World. So in this upcoming month, you can go ahead and prepare. Okay, prepare to be closing out something in your life. Yeah, prepare for that. Know that that's what's going to be happening for you, either before you close out this month or right as you usher in the month of November. Okay, so here we have the Prince and we have Victim in reverse. Okay, yeah, with the Prince, I'm getting the sense that, you know how I kind of said like there's some authority you're waiting for, like you're waiting for the king, you're waiting for the queen to give you the go ahead. Like this Prince I think represents the space you're in, where you're waiting for someone to tell you, not in the sense that you're not independent or you can't make up your own mind, nothing like that. You're just kind of waiting, okay, for that go ahead, or you're still going through something, but you're almost there. Like the Prince, you're almost to the throne, you're gonna be the king soon. But you're not quite there. You're next up. Okay, you're next up, and you might even be getting ready to receive something that's just gonna change your whole life, and maybe it's something that is coming. I don't know why I kind of just heard like inheritance. Maybe it's a family business. Maybe somebody is getting ready to bless you with something that is coming. Maybe it's a car. Maybe they just wanted to see that you were responsible enough. But I get the sense that it's some type of something you're really getting ready to step into, because you've kind of deserved it, you've earned it, you put in your time waiting, or either you were just born into the opportunity and it's soon to come to fruition for you. And the Victim, yeah, the Victim here, and preparing for November, getting the sense that blossom into this power, that when you get crowned, metaphorically speaking, when you get crowned, you won't be playing the victim. Know that you have the power, right? Going into November, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. You've been given the go ahead. Nothing's holding you back. No one's holding you back. So prepare to step into that power. Prepare to step into that authority. Prepare to make these decisions on your own, and know that nobody's going to be looking over your shoulder. There's not going to be any guilt or shame looming. Make sure that you're making decisions in a wise way that you won't have to regret the next day. Okay? Gaining sense of wisdom. Yeah. Don't do anything. Also saying, don't do anything that's going to put you at risk either. Like, be wise. Don't do anything that's going to put you in the position to be a victim. Okay? Don't do anything that this person who gives you this information, if they're close to you and they, keep an eye and check on you, like, no reason for them to say, like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have trusted you with this. I shouldn't have given you this, So keep that in your mind, in your meditation, that you need to be responsible with whatever it is that you have, so you don't fall prey to anything that you don't need to. Okay? Be responsible. All right, so what can we expect? Okay. All right. So first we have, what do you need to release in reverse? Follow your own rhythm in reverse. And legacy of light in reverse. Okay. So what you can expect in November, I don't get the sense that you need to release anything, right? Like we were talking about, you're getting ready to gain something. So I think that in November, you're going to be focusing on this new thing that you've been given and that responsibility that comes along with it. I always say, I pull, I read, and I interpret the cards, and you apply them as you see fit. Okay? So if something comes to mind as far as what you've been waiting for or what you're expecting, something you might be gifted with, then great. And if not, and it's resonating with you, you can always book a reading with me, and we can look deeper and see possibly what that thing might be that you are about to receive. Okay? Whether physical or non-physical. All right? So, just really being a good steward of what you have. Okay? Follow your own rhythm. I get the sense that with this card being in reverse, it's kind of, again, maybe like some kind of knowledge that's being handed down to you. Maybe it's something sacred. Maybe, it's from like, to make light of the situation. Maybe it's a family recipe, right? But no, not really. Like, it could be the family estate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I get the sense that maybe tradition is key here. You're not necessarily doing your own thing when you're gifted, when you get crowned. You know what I'm saying? You are going to be doing something that is expected of you, and to do it in a particular way. And if this is the path that's been chosen for you, then so be it. And if this rubs you the wrong kind of way, maybe it's for you to decide something different in your life, or just to accept, like, this is what it is now, and maybe at some other point I will march to the beat of my own drum. So the ebbs and flows of life. Sometimes we need to do our own thing, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we need to show up for family in a specific type of way. Maybe somebody is getting ready to transition out of your life, and maybe you're going to have to step up. Maybe you're going to have to step up as the patriarch of the family, or maybe you're going to have to step up as the matriarch of the family. I don't really know, but I get the sense kind of maybe that your family is going to need you. That's what's coming to me. Okay? And it's going to cause you to be needing to be wise and responsible. All right, legacy of light. So, legacy, but legacy of light in reverse. I'm getting the sense of it might be a time that you're getting ready to usher into in November. It might not be the brightest. It might be a tough decision. It might be a reason you're getting blessed with this thing, or you're stepping into this position because, again, maybe someone, is transitioning. We're talking about death, right? This season where we're observing that. I don't know if someone is going to transition in your life, or maybe somebody is moving away, maybe less heavy. Someone is just going to move. Maybe somebody is relocating, or, somebody is deciding they're not going to act in a certain role anymore in your family or in your immediate circle. And they're going to don you, the next person, to be the master of it, or to be the holder of it, or, to be the person that everybody else comes to for the certain knowledge or information, or to act in a certain role, to be a caretaker for someone. So yeah, get the sense that something kind of is just getting ready to conclude and come to an end in your immediate, kind of personal life. And in November, you're stepping up to assume some kind of role. Yeah. All right. Look at that victim card again. We have victim here too. Okay. All right. So what's this say? I regard all altars with respect. Okay. And reverse. Again, kind of like, this is not about the outside, right? Because this is in reverse. It's not about stepping outside of tradition, stepping outside of culture. Like, this is something about you regarding your own altar, okay? I'm not saying that you won't regard and respect other ones, but I think that whatever this is that's going to happen in November, again, it's hitting very close and personal to you. And it's going to take some time for you to maybe reflect on what tradition means for you, what home means for you, what culture means for you, what grounds you, what's your foundation, where do you come from, what legacy do you want to continue, right? What is this responsibility that's been placed before you, and how are you the best guardian of it? How are you the best steward of it? How are you the best protector of it? Because it must live on, okay? And with that responsibility, I say, as always, trust your intuition. And in particular, trust the ancestors, right? And sometimes I call them ancestors, because it's all about life. It's a continual cycle. And so really lean on them. Trust them to guide you. If you need more information, if you need reassurance, if you need guidance, call on them. Commune with them. Don't only talk to them when you need them. Got to get beyond that. And if you haven't been in conversation with them, begin. They're there. They don't go anywhere. They just left the physical realm, okay? So again, we have that victim card. It's come back up. So I guess this is a very strong message for you in November. I get the sense of really standing your power, okay? Whatever you are getting ready to receive, you've been given it for a reason. Like, people are trusting you with it. Don't have imposter syndrome. Don't think that, oh, I'm not the right person for this, or oh, I can't do it, or I don't deserve. Like, no, you are put in the position for a reason. It may not be the easiest. It might be challenging, but through that challenge, you're going to grow. And then you will be that pillar. You will have that knowledge. You will have that wisdom. And the next generation will come and tap into you for it. Okay. You will bless others with it. So don't have that victim mentality within yourself. Know that you are powerful. Okay. Move from a space of love and understanding. Okay. Hold that near and dear to your heart, that you're meant for this. You are born into this. This is yours. This is for you to share with those around you. You've been made for it. And then here, wisdom, I was talking about earlier, this Hierophant, and not putting yourself in a position to regret anything that you end up doing. So be wise in your dealings, okay? Be wise so you can have that peace within yourself. You can have that peace that you're creating for those who are around you in your immediate circle, and knowing that you're making the best and wisest decisions, not only for you, but for those you love. Okay. And then here we have Peacock Copper. says, I confidently show my true colors to others. I am fabulous. Yes, you are fabulous. We're not playing victim here. All right, you are fabulous, and you're going to stand in what and who you are. Okay, what and who you are meant to be for these people that are in your closest circle, who are needing you to show up as you are, the royalty that you are, the person who's been entrusted with this information, this position for a reason. Okay, so this says, improve optimistic outlook on life, increase happiness, feel confident and comfortable, embrace ability to be in the spotlight. Enough said, right? So let me turn this back over just so you can read that again. All right, I don't know if you can see it a little better, but feel confident and comfortable, embrace ability to be in the spotlight. You got this. All right, so maybe find some peacock copper. Again, if you need to walk around with it, keep it in your pocket, keep it in your bag, sleep with it under your pillow, meditate with it around you. Perhaps this is something that can assist you along this journey, aid you, help you to build more confidence. I don't know why psychic powers just came to me. Maybe it'll help increase that, strengthen it, okay? But trust yourself, love yourself, and know that you are able. So if anything resonated with you in this reading, please like the video, share it with others that you think it could bliss, and then comment down below what you experienced. Okay, and if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me, Nova's Insights, spelled the same way below. And if you're not subscribing, please subscribe. Peace and blessings. Here we have pile 4. I've been sharing this is a brand new deck, and it's fitting for this time of year. It's the Santa Muerte deck, and I've never used it. Not for a personal read, not for pick a card. So they're so beautiful. Super excited. So here we go. We have the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Lovers, all in reverse. So how we're preparing for November. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that November, you're going to be preparing with a partner. You're going to be preparing to, I think, really step up in your love life. Really show up in the way that you're meant to show up in your partnership, okay? You need to prepare yourself to learn, prepare yourself to step back, prepare yourself to receive, to be humble enough to say, okay, this is what my partner is telling me. This is maybe like what my partner needs. This is what my partner is not saying, but I know it. I can sense it. My intuition is telling me. I'm reading in between the lines. This is how my partner needs me to assist them right now. So let me do it. And you do it from a place of love, right? You learn to master yourself, or you try your best to master yourself, and you try your best to surrender to love. I always say that love is not just a word, it's an action, right? It's a vibration. So when times are hard, when times are tough, you have to choose love, right? And so I'm getting the sense that maybe your partner is really gonna need you to step up, okay? And if you really value and cherish this relationship, you're going to need you to step up, okay? This is what you're going to need to do in order to make sure your relationship is set, okay? For some reason, also like a mother figure, a maternal figure just came to me as well. Maybe this maternal figure is going to need you in the month of November, so do your best to prepare for that as well. Yeah, that just came to me. Maybe you're going to prepare to show your mother or your grandma or, your auntie, whoever this maternal figure is in your life. Maybe you're about to prepare or need to prepare to think about how you can show them more love, how you might need to show them more respect, because that's something that's going to need to come from you as a mature person, someone as a caring person, right? As when you stand up in that, the truth of love and the truth of maturity and the truth of wisdom, you're going to be able to be there for the people who need you. Okay. All right. God and hero, heroine. Okay. So with the God card, here has benevolence and compassion, recognizing the internal force within yourself and others. That compassion, like I said, you're in this lover space. You have to prepare for it. You have to tap into your God self, and realize that above all else is this compassion, this love that is being called from you, in particular in the month of November. You're really gonna have to show up in this kind of way, slay the ego and show up in your God self for yourself and for others. Okay. Don't succumb to the lower vibration. Got a lot of red here. I'm thinking about the root chakra. Don't succumb to that ego. Stand in your knowingness of I am, right? That's powerful. Okay. So here we have this in reverse. In reverse, the shadow attribute is escapism and a false sense of heroism. Okay. So we don't want that. We're not escaping because we're showing up to be here for our lover, our partner, the maternal figure, right? We're not running from the way in which they need us. And their needing us might cause us to mature in a certain way. And that's not only going to benefit them, it's going to benefit us. Okay? And then that false sense of heroism. Know that this is something that you're being called to do in the month of November. Okay, you are going to have to intentionally show up in this space, to be there for this person who might need you to be there for them. Show up to save your relationship. Show up to save this connection you have with this maternal figure. It's not false. It's not in vain. It's something that's being called of you and something that you need to do. So prepare for it. Go ahead and get your mind right. Go ahead and get your emotions together, physically put things in order if you need to put them in order. Okay. Sacrifice the things you might need to sacrifice. It's okay. It will be worth it. Anything that's meant for you will be for you. And when you move in love, I believe things will come back to you tenfold. It's a vibration. You'll attract it again. Okay. So that's how you are preparing for November. Pile 4. All right. So what can you expect in November? See? Okay. A time to give rather than take. Yeah, you're going to have to give here. New moon in Virgo. Okay. So that Virgo energy is a very stable energy. You might have to be stable. You might have to be a pillar for that person. Okay. Even when they can't be a pillar and they can't stand on their own 2 feet for themselves. Okay. Virgo also deals with like health. Maybe that maternal figure will be dealing with some kind of health issue that you'll have to be there and be a caretaker for them. Okay. And it's just the overall maintenance and health of your relationship. Okay, it might be causing you to just step up and give a little more. Maybe you have been taking too much in the past, or maybe you just weren't meeting your partner where they were. And, maybe they've expressed to you they're over it. Maybe they haven't. Maybe you can sense it. Again, maybe they're not saying it, but you're reading between the lines and you're like, okay, I need to straighten up. I need to tighten up before this person leaves me, Or just know that it's not fair for them to carry it all on their own or to feel like they're in it alone, okay? So here, faith in the process, all right? Know that you're not alone. And you see this little bird on her back. You're not alone. You might feel vulnerable at times. I kind of get the sense of here in this nakedness. But sometimes we need to go back to that childlike wonder, that childlike faith, when there was almost like nothing we believed that we couldn't do, right? We are all we're powerful. We're tapped in. When we're tapped into this God essence, when we're tapped into the present, and anything is possible. When we move from that space, we know that we can show up in any way we need to show up. We move in that grace of the Almighty. We move in that grace that our ancestors channel through us, right? So just have faith and know that you can be whatever it is that your partner needs you to be. Know that you can be sufficiently and effectively what it is that maternal figure in your life might need you to be, okay? So diving for light in the month of November, I think this is really going to take you, again, just saying like, okay, I know the love is there. I know the passion is there. I know the effort is there, but you might have to dig a little deeper within yourself to be what you need to be for your partner, okay? To show up in the way you need to show up for your partner. I know children just came to me as well. So it could just be like your family in terms of your partner and your children if you have children, or any other kind of, sorry about that, any other younger people that might be in your life, okay? Find the light within yourself so you can be what you need to be for them, okay? Take that time to go within. Take that time to meditate. Take that time to take those baths. Take the time to slow down. Sometimes we take showers because we don't have time to take the time to take a bath, right? So the overall message is like, slow down, go deep, spend time alone, spend time with a guru, maybe you go on a journey, do some shaman type of things, find a shaman or a counselor, intuitive counselor, a spiritual guide, know the answers are within. And sometimes there are people who help us discover these treasures, and like I said, I'm here just with this general message for the collective, yet I'm also here if you want to book a personal reading. We can always dive deep together and get a little more insight as to what's going on in your life and or what you need to do, because I'm all about the empowerment. You have the answers within. Sometimes you just need somebody to help dig it out, okay? So let's see what else. I live in truth, mysticism, impasse. So impasse. I live in truth, okay? I think that truth being the truth of who you are and who you're being called to be. All right. Even with this snake, I'm thinking about transformation. Okay, we're on a constant journey of evolving. Sometimes we have to shed the skin. The snake shows us that we still are at the essence of who we are and what we are, even when we shed ourselves, and we do that shedding in a healthy way because we're growing. We're becoming bigger and better. Okay, life is calling other things from us, and living the truth of that. You don't ever want to be stuck. Right? Again, it's a cycle. I'm kind of getting from this wheel here that, there's cycles to life. We always should be progressing and moving forward. Okay? So the mysticism in reverse kind of brings me back here to diving for the light. Take some time to go within. Trust in the mystics of life. And here we have trust in the process. Take some more time to tap into what you believe that higher power to be, if you believe, okay? The all-knowing of the universe, the universal consciousness, okay? Take some time just to go within. Yeah. So you can get a better sense of who you are and what you are. And then as you have a better sense of who and what you are, how you show up for people. You'll know how you need to show up for people. You'll know that you show up on purpose, okay? Okay, yeah, so maybe you've been at an impasse with your partner. You, again, have been at a standstill. Maybe there's some kind of things that are festering, and you're going to be coming out of that because you're going to be preparing. We're going to be preparing as we're going into November, and then as November comes, you're going to move out of this kind of standstill where things have been rocky, You're going to be able to create that loving environment and show up in love and be what you need for those people in your life, okay? So our last card here is Ruby. It says, vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life, okay? Improve physical strength and vitality. Increase endurance and passion. Activate productivity and self-motivation. Increase enthusiasm and overall feelings of well-being. So yeah, what is jumping out at me is the self-motivation. The self-motivation to be whatever it is you need to be for your loved ones in this partnership and or this maternal figure in your life. Okay? Increase endurance and passion. Whatever you need to increase and whatever you need to have in order to do whatever you need to do in the month of November, it's going to come when you tap into that God self and that God consciousness. It will be there. Okay? The feelings of well-being, you will be whole. Okay? You will have the enthusiasm. You will have all the motivation you need to do whatever it is and show up how you need to show up. So, with this reading and with this card that we drawn, the ruby, if you need, get a ruby. Walk around with it in your pocket. Put it in your bag. Set it on your desk at work. Okay? Meditate. Put it out when you're sitting there to meditate. Put it on the edge of your tub while you're in the tub taking this bath, taking time for yourself. Okay? Use it as a bookmark. Whatever. Sleep with it under your pillow. Vibe with it. Okay? Make sure to charge it. Make sure to set the intention for it. Program it. Okay? So, Ruby. All right? So if anything in this message resonated with you, please like the video. Share it with other people you think it could bless. And leave a comment below letting us know how it resonated with you. If you aren't already a subscriber, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And make sure to hit the notification bell so you can know when similar videos are released. And if you're not already following on Instagram, please come follow on Instagram. It's the same spelling as below, Nova's Insights. Okay? Peace and blessings. Last but certainly not least, we have pile 5. This pile right here on the top, this deck is the Santa Muerte deck, and I think it's so fitting for this time of the year. I'm excited. I've been using it, of course, for the other piles, but I've never used it before this read here. I've never used it in a personal read. I've never used it in a pick a card read. So let's go. They're so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So how are we preparing for November? So here we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Moon in reverse. Okay. So I'm getting the sense here from the Knight of Wands in reverse that in the month of November, you will need to prepare to move forward in the most authentic way possible. Okay? You are not going to have any obstacles in your way in you pursuing whatever it is that you want to pursue in a personal kind of spiritual way. Okay? Like you're going to usher into that. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. Yes. You're not going to have to contend with anything. Like I get the sense you're going to prepare, be clear of mind. Okay. Tune things out. If that means you need to go on a fast from talking, or if you need to go on a fast from eating, or if you need to cut certain people out of your life, like you are preparing to be in a position where you are really going to step into whatever kind of spiritual role and purpose you have in life, in a very like passionate kind of way. Okay, a very authentic kind of way, and you're gonna go forward and it's gonna catch like fire. Okay, so just be prepared for whatever these blessings are that the universe are going to bring you, that your ancestors are going to bring you, whatever gifts they might give you or have already given you, and you're really going to move forward in it. Okay. I get the sense that you'll be developing it. Okay. With the moon in reverse, typically the moon is about those things that are the closest to you. You hold the closest. It could be like secrets, things that don't really get a lot of light shown on them, or sometimes the moon card is about, again, not suppressing who you truly are, okay, at your core. And I get the sense here that you're going to be showing the world who you are, in a sense, right? Like, again, nobody or nothing's going to be in your way. So prepare to walk in the fullness of who you are as a spiritual being. Don't hold back. Don't worry about what people might think and or might say. You will be guided. You will be protected. You will be blessed. You've been carried this far along your journey. You've made it this far. Your ancestors have been with you. Sometimes I call them the ancestors because it's all about life. You're going to be fine. So I encourage you to take comfort in that, be confident in it, and really walk your spiritual path. Maybe you have recently come into some type of alternate understanding or spiritual tradition. Maybe it's different than what your family raised you in, or maybe they didn't raise you in anything. Maybe you've been concerned about speaking that and sharing that with them, that you've chosen something different for yourself. Or maybe you have a circle who doesn't understand what it is that you do, what it is that you practice, how you live, and maybe you've been doing it behind closed doors. But now is just the time to be who you are for you. Okay? Don't hide yourself. The world needs you in ways you may not even realize, okay? All right, stand firm in who you are. Have that confidence, because somebody might just be waiting for you to be exactly who you are. You never know how that might inspire them to show up authentically as well, okay? So, Samaritan and rebel. That rebel kind of energy was talking about, okay? It says here, challenge authority to affect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Well, hello. Is that not what I just said, basically? You're going to do, it's going to be going against the grain. I get the sense that whatever path you're choosing spiritually, it's not common for those around you. That's okay. That's okay. Everybody's path is different. You have a message that's unique. Okay? A sister of mine just came to mind. Yeah. I hope you are seeing this, and I hope you picked this pile, because you are definitely coming to mind, and I love your light. Okay? So anyway, Samaritan. So it says, refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So I get the sense that, again, maybe you have kind of been suppressing the spiritual path you've chosen, okay? And you haven't realized that, like, there are people you could be helping, or maybe you have intentionally chosen to suppress this because you've been gifted with something, and maybe it's powerful and you don't want the responsibility of it, but there's people that you need to show up for. There's people that you need to help. So that's what you need to prepare. You see, I kind of got all auntie with it, like, let me calm down. But, I'm passionate about helping people. So when I see helpers in other people, I want to foster that. So, prepare to help people, standing in the fullness of who you are. Okay. It may not have been as comfortable in the past, but this path is going to be smooth for you. When you come out, like, and you show the world who and what you are, you might be surprised at the responses that you get from people. They might embrace you, or if they don't embrace you, they might be tolerant, and or accepting of what you share with them. and you might not have think that they were going to be, right? So regardless, you have to be who you're meant to be, whether people are accepting or not, you know. But even if people are not accepting, that doesn't always mean that there will be conflict. You know, I see that there's not going to be any type of conflict. It's going to be okay. All right. So what can you expect in November? Okay. It says, show the world the real you. Okay. Spirals of manifestation. Softly, softly, the tender touch. All right. So I am getting the sense here, and these are reversed, you know, sometimes, most of the times I read reversals, but here we have show the world the real you. I think along with showing the world the real you, you really need to show you the real you. Okay, you really need to accept you as the real you. Kind of like I was saying before, maybe for some reason you haven't accepted or fully walked into this because you don't really want the responsibility that comes along with it. So you need to show you to yourself and accept the responsibility, accept the greatness. You might not know what it's going to bring, which could be unsettling for you. It could be kind of uncomfortable. It might even be scary, but it's okay. We don't know everything. We don't know everything for a reason. And the things that you're meant to know, you will know. The things that you're meant to intuit, you will intuit. And the things that you're meant to get visions for, you will. And know and trust that will come in time. Whatever you're meant to know, you will know. So you have to have that trust in the universe, have that trust in the ancestors that everything is fine, just the way it is. Take some time, look in the mirror, sit and be with yourself. Okay? Know that you're going to be going against the grain, but it's going to be okay. Why? Because you are guided by the one who created the grain. Okay? It's nothing. It's nothing. Okay, so here is spirals of manifestation, but it's here in reverse. I'm getting the sense that you're not going to be doing a lot of work in the physical. Okay? I'm getting the sense again, like with this work, it's going to be a spiritual work. Okay, it's not going to be for every eye to see. It's going to be some inner work. The miracles are going to be happening within. You know, maybe you'll be sowing seed in people, you know, in a spiritual type of way, in a metaphysical kind of way. That's how you're going to show up for people. You know, you might be doing work in the metaphysics. Okay, it's not like you're feeding the poor, right? Not like that kind of good Samaritan kind of way. Like you're dealing in the spiritual realm. That's how you are showing up in this space, in this time, in the month of November. Okay, so that's what you're going to prepare for, and this is how you're going to be showing up in November. Okay, softly, softly, the tender touch. With it being in reverse, I'm getting the sense that this spiritual work that you're going to do, it's not going to be a easy work for people. You know, I think you're really going to accompany them in ways they need to be accompanied to do some serious work, some deep work, some life-changing, transformative work. Okay, when you're really getting to the crux of who people are, you know, dealing with things that are going to change their life forever. It's not always going to be the easiest. It's not always going to be the prettiest. You know, a lot of times it's the storm before the calm, right? And I get the sense you're coming in to clean things up. Like, you know, sometimes it takes that tough love. I'm getting the sense like you're a cleaner, you're a sweeper, you're coming in. You know, it's this energy, you're coming and you're riding on the horse, you're coming to cut deep and fast, but it's for the good. Yeah? And it's like a spiritual surgeon. You know, like a spiritual doctor. You're just coming to push out the old, okay? The things that have people stagnant, to revitalize, to help give people a spiritual tune-up, okay? So let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have, I speak with sincerity. And that's in reverse. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. With the feather of Ma'at there. Completion and complacency in reverse. Okay. So, with these cards, here with completion, kind of like we were just talking about, like helping people clear things out, you know. I just saw the vulture for some reason. You know, a lot of times people look at these animals that are like scavengers, right? The carrion, like they come to clean things up, but people don't realize that they have a place, okay, in the natural order of things, in the cycle of life. Because if there weren't things like scavengers to come along and clean up the things that are decomposing and the things that are dead, then disease would just run rampant. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that you are helping people. You're going to help people transition through the completion. You're going to help people bring things to a close. Okay, you're definitely going to help them move past complacency. All right, and I'm getting the sense for you too. You know, you can't be complacent. You have work to do. Okay, we already know you need to prepare for it, and in the month of November, you're not going to be complacent and other people are not going to be complacent. But I get the sense that you're really going to help people push past that complacency and really do the work that they need to do for themselves. Okay, at the very basic levels. Okay, so they can continue to ascend. Okay, and continue their journey, and evolution. Okay, and so I speak with sincerity. I get the sense here, just kind of what came to me just now is that, you know how I talked about that tough love? Balance that, okay? Sometimes our sincere words cut a little too deep. So use that wisdom to know that, yes, you do have a job where you're coming and you're cutting deep. But there are going to be those times where you're going to need to ease up a little for certain people, right? And that will come with the wisdom of as you are moving into this role, you know, as you're assuming this role. But you have to make sure to tap into the spirit, the higher power, so they can guide you. You know, you can hear their whisperings. You can hear the ancestors' whisperings when they say, ease up a little. You can find the compassion within yourself when they say, okay, not so rough, not so tough. Okay. So here we have pyrite. My confidence is rock solid. I take positive action to manifest my goals. Okay. Confidence is rock solid. Yeah. I say just move forward in who you know you are. Show the world it's time, okay? Maintain an organized approach to life. Manifest goals with ease. Experience a solid foundation. Be grounded and focused. Realize financial freedom. Interesting. So maybe in this work that you're getting ready to do, what you're going to be preparing for in November and then moving into in November, maybe it's really going to bring you some type of financial prosperity. You know, it could look like a physical type of job, you know, this role that you're in, but you might be doing very spiritual, metaphysical work in it, and it could bring you a lot of prosperity financially. You know, I think it's a beautiful thing when you can do a job that you're meant to do and that you're passionate about, and make money from it. All right, so my camera died. Sorry about that. But we are at the end of the reading for pile 5, and I just want to thank you for taking this time to be here with me. If there was anything in the reading that resonated with you, please take the time to comment down below, like the video, share it with anybody else you think it could bliss, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and make sure to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when similar readings are released on the channel. If you're not already following me on Instagram, please come check me out. It's Nova's Insights, spelled the exact same way you see below there. And check out my website, www.novasinsights.com, especially if you want to book a personalized reading with me. I have a special going on right now on Instagram in honor of the ancestors and the season we're in right now. So come check me out and reach out if you'd like a reading, okay? Thanks for sharing your time with me. Peace and blessings.